What's up, classmates? I'm Robert.
I'm Mrs. Sawyer.
And we are the only black kids in the class. How you been?
I've been good. Just relaxing, enjoying the moments.
I remember watching a show and they said your ancestors' biggest dream was rest.
Yep.
Are you making your ancestors' dreams come true?
Extremely happy. They're happy.
I am not. I am not making my ancestors' dreams come true. My ancestors might be worried because I'm working a lot, trying to get it going.
Yeah.
So,
I see that.
You know.
I think it comes and goes, right? That's just ride the wave. And right now you're on that highway.
I'm in that grind mode.
Yeah.
Every day I'm hustling. Yeah.
Yeah.
We are from Miami, so why not? Only black kids in the class. That's the name. I want to ask you, in your words, why is the podcast called Only Black Kids in the Class?
Well, for me, it's like a love story.
Ooh.
It's our beginning, even though there wasn't love at the beginning of our encounters. For me, it's like a love story. It's an origin story of the Sawyers.
Well, tell the origin story.
Well, back in the day, the 1900s, when we were in middle school, we were in honors biology, and we were the only black kids in the class.
I was there.
Yes. And we also had honors English, where we were the only black kids in the class. And
to be honest, I've been the only black kid in the class for a lot of classes, for a lot of grades.
Yes.
Like kindergarten, first grade. In third grade, I went to a different school. So there were more black kids, but then they take me out of the class because I was gifted.
Right.
Whatever that means. And just always, middle school, high school, college, grad school, first job, second job, third job. Yeah. Often the only melanated one.
So I don't know if we want to get into that story because I think that's just like a common theme for us, but that also helped me like choose where I wanted to go to college because of that. Because all through elementary, and if I wasn't the only one, there was like one other person, and middle school was really like only because you're like, there's more people, right? So they had to put a little in each class.
Yeah, spread it around.
And in high school,
distribute the melanin.
In high school, it was, you start taking AP classes, it was even more evident, right?
Yeah.
So
I would clarify. It's not so much that we went to predominantly white schools. It's that when you go to, let's say majority white, but still I'd say a really good population of black kids.
It was a good
high
mix.
School and
it was
middle
a good
school.
mix. Yes.
But once you start going into the advanced classes, they definitely spread out.
Yeah.
The melanin.
Like it was to the point where my best friend and I, we've gone to like the same school since we were 3. I think there was 1 year that we didn't. We knew we would never be in class together because we were always going to be in honors and AP. And so we knew that we would never get the opportunity to be together because they couldn't put like both of us in the class.
And so you ditched her and now you got me.
No, I didn't ditch her.
What I've been thinking about lately is it's like only black kid in the class. You know who I've been thinking is an icon for that?
Who?
Ruby Bridges.
Oh, okay.
Ruby Bridges was the only black girl in the school.
Yes.
She was probably the only black girl in the district.
Yes.
Damn near the county.
She was.
Didn't receive a lot of fanfare.
No, it was not.
No fans.
No.
She was told negative things. So shout out to Ruby Bridges.
Shout out, Ruby.
We're doing this for you and us. Ruby walked so we could run.
There you go. That sounds good.
All right.
I like it.
Our parents, however, had very different experiences. My parents, my mother's from Jamaica, and everyone looked like her. My father grew up in Overtown. Everyone looked like him. And the reason why I mention parents is because so much of my work is about relationships. It always seems like it's boyfriend, girlfriend, other friend type drama. Oh no, there's drama in all types of relationships with yourself, relationships with that ex that you
Yes.
keep calling, relationships with at work, relationships with friends, a lot of friendship drama. We should do a show just on friendship drama. But
should.
today we are talking about parent drama. So this one is from Reddit, the go-to. 25 male, is this normal behavior from my mom? So I'm a 25-year-old male and currently living at home with my parents. I went on a run this morning, like an hour and 30 minutes, and didn't tell my mom. My mom knows I usually go on runs every other day. My mom called a couple of times during the run, but I didn't see because my phone was on silent. My mom also tracks me using an app on my phone, but I disabled it to save battery. I can't tell my mom where I'm going all the time and what I'm doing. I understand she might have been worried, but she has to at least trust me a little. Now she won't talk to me and also slammed the fitness tracker I gave her on her birthday in front of me, saying she didn't want it anymore. Like, is it normal behavior for a parent to act like this? Like, I'm not 15 anymore. I'm 25. How to deal with this? I usually tell them where I'm going. I was just in a hurry and forgot.
There's a lot to unpack there.
Unpack it. Let go.
So I kind of understand where they are coming from, but I also understand the mom. That's the cost of living there. That's just what they have to understand. That's
He doesn't
the
live
cost.
for free.
That's the cost
rent.
of living there, and those are the rules for engagement. And it seems that they were very clearly, told what the expectations were. And I think the easiest way to deal with that was just to accept it and apologize for it. And that's what it takes to live there.
Just comply.
That's it. I'm not saying it's not really for anyone to say whether that's good or not, or she's too much or not. He's no longer a minor. So if they don't want to be there, don't be there. But if you're going to live there, that's the rules for engagement. That's how I see it. Really do. 25? That's not like a fresh 19-year-old being whatever.
Okay. I don't think mom is asking too much that you say where you're going. I do think mom took it to another level by slamming the fitness tracker and refusing to speak to him because you want him to be mature enough to discuss where he's going and to communicate with him. That's the expectation of him living there.
Right.
But your response is just completely childish.
Mom is a human too.
I'm not going to talk to you.
Mom is a human too. And we don't know what else context that is. Mom could have been having a bad day. Might not have been their first time doing it. They normally say it. So, I mean, mom is a human.
So because mom is human and having a bad day, she should refuse to talk to him because he went for a run and didn't tell her. That adds up for you.
It's mom.
And mom's allowed to be on that bullshit because she's mom.
Yep.
I say no.
Well, that's a privilege. It's allowed to be 25 and not and live at home. To me, that's just part of the privilege to be a mom.
I think what's the privilege of being mom?
I just think there's like a common thing of mom. Mom is they can ask mom, they can like set boundaries or not to slam things, but it's mom.
So mom is allowed to just be on that bullshit no matter what.
Slamming a Fitbit? I mean, if they take it that personal and it offends them that much.
He got her a gift.
Uh-huh.
And because she's upset, she slams it on the table saying she doesn't want it anymore.
Okay.
And that's her right because she's his mother.
I think that's her right because she's a human being.
You condone that.
Yeah.
That's where you want to stand.
I stand there.
Okay. Stand on that.
Yeah.
Because we've got more.
Okay.
My advice to him would be, I think he needs to just talk with his mom, communicate.
Agreed.
The expectation seems to be pretty clear. You being busy doesn't really change the expectation. But I don't ride with mom in the way she responded at all. There's other ways to communicate. Just because you're mom doesn't mean you get to be a jerk, in my opinion.
I don't think that was being jerky.
Childish.
I mean, she didn't call him names. She didn't do other stuff.
Still childish.
Okay. That's your opinion.
Still childish. So this is actually a would I be the asshole?
Okay.
Would I be the asshole if I didn't let my mother-in-law in the delivery room?
No.
That's it. I don't even need to
I'm
read
good.
it. You
I'm
already
good.
know. No. The answer is no. You're good.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's find out. For some context, I'm a 23-year-old female and have been in my relationship with my boyfriend, 23 male, for about 6 years on and off. And we have one child together that is 4 years old. And we are expecting our second in April. And my mother-in-law wants to be in the delivery room. She was present along with my stepmother, boyfriend, and step-grandmother, and it was kind of hectic. And it felt like the special moment of having my child was disrupted because everyone was trying to get pictures and videos of my first child coming out and me holding him and all that. This time, I wanted to be just my boyfriend and myself, so we don't have to share this experience together with other people, and it can be our thing. Plus, I didn't enjoy having a bunch of people watching what was happening down there. Problem is, mother-in-law expects to be in the room when I give birth. And I told her initially that it was fine, but I was kind of put on the spot because I had just said I didn't want a bunch of people in the room this time and that I didn't want any visitors. But she kind of sprung it on me that she wanted to be in the room. Now I don't know if I can say, hey, look, I know you want to be in the room, but I don't know if that's something I really want this time around because she's been so good about us and everything going around, and I don't know if it would make me the a-hole.
No.
Now, hold on, because you just said you're going to stand on it. Mom's mom.
Yeah.
There's a certain privilege of mom.
Yeah.
But now, privilege gone.
Yeah. These are the rules for engagement. I am in the labor and delivery room. I am pushing out a kid. I don't want anyone else in there.
But it's her grandson.
No. The last story was about in her house. Her son was living there, and these are
Would
the
it
rules.
be different if they lived at mom's house, at mother-in-law's house?
Nope.
No different.
Nope.
So,
I think labor and delivery room is completely different.
Okay. I think you are not the asshole
At
for
all.
telling your mother. I think you should definitely tell your mother-in-law, nah. I mean, you saw the first one. It's cool. You don't got to see them.
Same thing. Yeah.
Like,
There'll be a point. It's like the kid's not going to go away.
yeah.
They're going to get cleaned up. There's going to be a moment.
But there are
and
more
after.
boundary issues than just the mother-in-law. Because when you said step grandma, I was like, wait,
No,
what?
that was too many people.
I
It
have
was
never
like a
heard
circus.
someone talk about a step grandma.
No.
That's kind of wild. So, boundaries?
Yeah. I say boundaries and the boyfriend. That's all she wants in there. That's it.
But that's what I get.
You know what will probably be a little bit. People probably disagree. I would be okay if she only wanted her mom and not her mother-in-law.
First of all, it's not even her mother-in-law. It's
Yeah.
really, she's not married.
Oh, good one. That's true.
Mother-in-law,
That's true.
boyfriend's mom.
Yeah, that's true. That's not a mother-in-law.
I don't know. I don't play married, so I don't know why people like
I
the title
agree.
of married and you're not married.
So yeah,
It's a legal thing.
I would be fine if she wanted her mom in there. I think the person that's pushing the human out should have whomever they don't want in the labor and delivery room. That's just it.
She didn't really say it, but if mother-in-law is pushy, to me, that's where the other partner needs to step in and talk to your mom.
The boyfriend.
Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Why do I have to get your mom right? It's your mom. You've been dealing with this shit now. I got to come in? No, fam. Like, talk to your mom. Check your parents, fam. Like,
I
check
agree.
your parents.
I think that would be a problem for me. That would also show me a little bit of character there. That might be an opportunity for some discussion.
On some mama's boy shit?
Yeah, might be.
He can't stand up to moms?
Because I was wondering why she was talking. She asked her, like, where was the boyfriend? Didn't she already make her expectations clear with the boyfriend? That's who she wanted in there. I don't know. That could go different ways, but no.
I gotta be honest with you. It kind of sounds like the privilege of mom that you just said was all good, but now you're saying it's situational.
But that's different. Even if that was mother-in-law, that's not mom, by the way.
Valid.
That's not mom. That's different. Yeah, there you go. This wasn't even really a mother-in-law, but if it were mother-in-law, it's not. That's not mom.
So your final statement?
No,
not the asshole. Not the asshole.
No.
We're going to keep it rolling right into this next one of more parents. Whoa. Because a lot of these parents are like, whoa. Am I the asshole for being angry at my son for not letting me see my newborn grandsons first? I, 54-year-old male, have been eagerly anticipating the arrival of my oldest son Corey's 30-year-old male children, as he's the last to give me grandchildren. Despite my love for Corey, I don't have the best relationship with his wife, and the feeling is mutual. Throughout her pregnancy, I made Corey promise that I would get to see the kids first, just like I did with all my other children. He assured me that he would make it happen. However, when the twins arrived a week ago, I was shocked to see Corey's wife's father holding them first at the hospital. I couldn't hide my disappointment, and Corey apologized, mouthing, "I'm sorry." And I didn't handle it in the same way I did with his siblings. I didn't hug or kiss Corey, just had some small talk, congratulated him, and left abruptly. When Corey apologized via text, explaining that his wife insisted her father be the first to see the kids, and he didn't want to cause her stress, and he would make it up to me, I exploded at him through text, expressing my anger and disappointment. He apologized again, but I blocked him. Now, my wife and daughter, Danielle, are upset with me, claiming I'm breaking Corey's heart and need to move on. However, I believe I have the right to be mad since he broke a simple promise. My other sons, Andrew and Daniel, side with me, saying that Corey's wife intentionally stirred up drama, knowing that he promised, and that they're angry at Corey for choosing his in-laws over me. So, am I the asshole for being upset about Corey breaking his promise?
Absolutely.
For sure.
Complete asshole. Complete asshole. And you know what? There's something else more here. So first of all, again, I'll go back to the previous one. Whoever the woman wants to have in the room, whoever the woman wants to have whatever touch of whatever stuff, that's what it is. That's it. No, there's no room for any of that compromise, whatever.
So father has no say.
No.
For his child.
Well, after it's out, maybe.
Okay.
But that whole thing, yeah. Anyhow, and it's her father. It wasn't like someone else. I don't even know how he thought he should be the first one. I don't even understand how that's a thing.
I don't even know why he gives a shit.
Right.
The kid's not my grandchild unless I'm the first to hold them. So if I'm the second to hold them, I can never love them for their entire life. Get the fuck out of here.
Granddad has clearly been an asshole the whole time.
He's been a dick.
Corey is just like, I don't know. He's
life.
like traumatized or something. He's like saying sorry.
Yo,
what is there to be sorry about?
Imagine you're looking at your firstborn child, but you have to be concerned with
about
the
what your dad is thinking about.
The emotions of your father.
I gotta make it up to you? Like what?
Wow. I'll knock out another kid right away, sir.
Oh my goodness. First of all, so that to me is like that whole thing just tells me this is a terrible guy and he's an asshole and he's been able to be an asshole, and poor Corey has been with this asshole of a father the whole time, right? And then part two, did you notice that the mom and the daughter thought he was being an asshole, but the sons were like on his side? There's a whole male-female thing here.
Not male-female.
Male-female thing here.
Oh no.
I don't know there.
I'm not talking
So
about
like to me,
male-female on the internet.
it seems like the brothers were mad with Corey because Corey was a man enough to say that's who was going to see the children first.
Whoa.
That's what I was getting from that.
Are we jumping straight to questioning masculinity?
Yes.
It never
because
fails.
why else would the sons be on the father's side when he's an asshole, unless they're just equally assholes too, right? Apple doesn't fall far from the tree. But the mom and the daughter were like, you're being ridiculous, because they can understand it, right? Because the father and the two sons, they can have their own baby.
They already have their own babies.
No, but they didn't push it out.
What?
That's why the mom and the daughter can understand the wife. Yep.
What?
Yep. She didn't even like the father. So why he gotta be the first one? No. Nope. It's all a power struggle. It's all a power struggle.
So he's not just an asshole. He is the embodiment of patriarchy.
Yes. Yes. That's it. And Corey did not get his duties right. He didn't step up and do what he was
Corey's
supposed to
not
do.
even a man.
Exactly. That's why I feel bad for Corey. I'm telling you.
I have a slightly different take.
Oh, of course you do.
Just a little bit. It doesn't discredit anything you said.
Okay.
But I do believe the dynamics between this guy and his children, I think he takes his children as possessions of him.
Yes.
Because when he said, Corey is the last of my children to give me grandchildren.
Yes.
It's like, wait, what? like, they're not giving you grandchildren. They're having their children who you, coincidentally, through birthright, happen to be the grandparent of.
Right.
And this guy's, you're giving me my grandchildren.
Like I said, it's a power struggle. It's a power struggle. That's what it is.
I definitely think it's a power struggle.
Yeah.
But mouthing, I'm sorry.
Like, what?
Like, imagine explaining to your child later on, the reason Pop doesn't talk to you is because he didn't hold
see you first.
So he doesn't actually love you. All the love he would have
terrible. That's how deep his love runs.
His love is transactional.
There you go. It's on the surface. Major asshole, giant asshole.
Major asshole vibes.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
The whole side.
How'd you get along with your mom when you were middle school and high school?
Oh, I didn't too
Now,
well.
before you start, y'all already know the rules on this here podcast. Because what you're not going to do is disparage my wonderful, lovely, kind, caring, intelligent, great mother-in-law. I will never stand for it. So be careful how you talk.
Well, my mother is all of those things. I think you described her accurately.
Facts.
She is the best. However, in middle school through high school, I'd say till about 18. I think it's a hormonal thing. I think it's a thing females go through.
That bullshit?
I don't call it bullshit. It's like, I'm grateful. I'm actually grateful that we didn't get along.
What?
Because it was like at that time where after we've gone past that, like none of that stuff matters. But we had to go through there. It was like a boundary pushing for me. It was a level setting for her. So it worked. It worked.
What?
Yeah.
I'm glad we didn't get along.
Yeah.
You sound crazy.
We had to go through that to get where we are.
Crazy.
Yeah. We had to go through that to get where we are.
You sound
so after that,
insane.
If we hadn't gone through that, I think it would be a little
what?
Superficial, not real.
Oh, it's real now?
It's always been real since then. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have no parent stories like that. I never really had like run-ins with either of my parents. My mom and I are very different people, like very different people, yet so similar, which is, frightening. My dad and I almost never had arguments with my dad. And then as I got older, the arguments got fewer and farther. So go from like maybe twice in a year to like once a year to like once every other year. But they got way more severe.
Ooh, okay.
So like this argument twice a year, this size argument once a year. But then, oh my goodness. Like I remember one time he just didn't talk for like how many days. And then my mom was like, you should go talk to him. I was like,
oh. So he was being childish? Like, because that's what you told me, that the other one was slammed down.
No, she said that to me.
Oh, you stopped talking to him.
You quit to try to pull one up on me.
So you stopped talking to him. He was still talking to you.
We weren't, like, it wasn't not talking. Hold on. We're not girls. So it wasn't not talking.
So now it's a girl thing.
No, we're not girls.
Okay.
You see how you just said, I think it's a hormonal thing, and that's cool.
Yeah.
That bullshit is cool for you to say.
But I think the same thing happens with women. Yeah. I think the same thing happens with sons and fathers.
Yeah, you telling me that from your experience of being a son?
No.
Then let me speak.
then speak.
Imagine me jumping into the conversation. Well, that's not what women's hormones do. Imagine. That would be crazy. But the second I start talking, well, you got to understand. How you know?
I didn't say anything about that.
You don't stop.
You just said you're not girls. So I'm like,
because we're not girls.
okay. So what's
so
the
that
difference
the
then?
so really you don't think men and women argue in a different way?
I do.
So then what are you asking me right now?
I'm asking, what does girls have to do with
The way a
now?
teenage girl argues with her mom and the way a teenage boy argues with his dad? What's the difference?
That's not what I was. That was not what I was asking.
That is what we are talking about.
That's not what we're talking about.
What were we talking about?
Let's move on.
I almost never bring up gender or sex in conversations, but when someone does, what I'm supposed to do is just be like, you're right. Man, it's so tough with these hormones. What are you talking about? This shit's insane. But yeah, let's move on. Some advice. This person is asking for some advice.
Let's get some advice.
My mom refers to me as girl child. I, 27-year-old female, have been living on my own since 18. At 22, I moved abroad and have been traveling, getting a master's degree, and settling abroad in a different country to my family. However, whenever I FaceTime my mom or if I visit home, she always refers to me as girl child. And even says this when she talks to her friends about me too. For example, she told me she was talking about my new job to a work colleague, and she said, I told her that my girl child was calling earlier to tell me about her new job. And when I'm home, she'll summon me by saying, girl child. This makes me upset because I think it's really, really rude, embarrassing, and I'm a fully independent adult. And I think it's diminishing my accomplishments. On another note, she never values my professional opinions. I work in healthcare, and she'll ask me a question. I answer her as I'm happy to help, but then she'll dismiss my recommendation too. I've tried to ask her not to call me a child, and it does bother me, but she doesn't understand why. Is this normal that she does this? I think it's totally normal that she does this. As alluded to previously, is the bullshit of being mom. The privilege of being mom and having shitty boundaries, and they're allowed to, therefore ignore the boundaries on others because you're mom. And I think that sucks. Like, I've had lots of clients who have told me things like, well, my mom says, because she carried me in labor. What? Because you carried me in labor, you get to just disrespect me?
No, I don't think you're allowed to disrespect, but that's where I say it's really to the individual to define what's disrespectful or just what's
It
annoying.
bothers her. She's defined it. She said it.
Well,
when you call me girl child, it bothers me.
No.
All right, girl child. Really?
That wouldn't bother me. So,
but it bothers her.
It bothers her. So that means they need to work that out. I don't know.
How does she? She's asking you your advice. How does she work it out? She has communicated. She doesn't live in the home like the first guy did.
Right.
She's accomplished in her field.
Yes.
Yet she's always girl child.
Yes. I mean, that's like some moms will call you baby, even though you're no longer a baby. I mean, I would tell her, talk to her mom.
She did
again.
That. She's done that.
Sometimes you got to do things 7 to 12 times.
7 to 12 times.
And
wow.
Then she has to then put up her boundaries. Then if she's not going to have someone, if it wasn't her mother and someone was calling her something that she doesn't like, then she wouldn't talk to that person anymore.
So just cut off mom.
No, I'm not saying cut it off, but when she gets into the old girl child, as you said.
Girl child.
Mom, I told you I'm not going to respond to girl child. Just to say those boundaries there. But ultimately.
What would you do?
Huh?
What would you do?
It wouldn't be an issue for me. My mom sometimes calls me all kinds of names, but my name, I don't know.
Your mom has not said your name to me.
Exactly.
So, in like 4 years.
I don't know. That wouldn't bother me at all.
You used to have a name. We got married. And suddenly your entire identity is your wife.
That's it.
Your wife. Your wife was over here.
Ask your wife.
Not my daughter.
No.
Your wife. Always.
That's. I mean,
Oh,
she calls me all things. She calls me my sister's name. Sometimes she calls me, babe. She calls me all kinds of things.
she calls you babe.
Yeah,
Babe.
yeah.
I've never heard your
I'll
mom
be like,
call you
hey,
babe.
mom. She's like, hey, babe.
I've never heard this.
Oh yeah, you did because you were at the dinner table and you were like, I've never heard her say. She says, I called all my babies. I had them. She told you that.
And what did I say?
Huh?
What did I say?
You say you have never heard her say that.
What did I say when she said she calls you baby?
That I'm your baby, and she said, well, I'm hers first.
I said, you can't call her baby no more. That's my baby.
Yeah, and she told you I was her baby first.
Yeah.
Yep.
And what did I say then?
I don't know.
But you'll be my baby tonight.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I feel for that person if that bothers them that bad. That I can't relate, so I apologize.
So you basically have no advice.
I have no advice
suck
for
it
you
up.
on that.
We all go through it.
No, for me, for me, I'm not going to belittle what she feels, but to me, that's a minor thing for a mom.
So after advice, we go to toxic confessions. Usually I try to rattle off a few of these. This one, I didn't really have a lot for the parents.
Okay.
This confession is really something that someone witnessed. Again, this comes from Reddit. However, not from Am I the Asshole? This one comes from entitled people. Ooh. I got to tell you, one of my favorite topics because they're everywhere.
Everywhere.
Sometimes I'm married to them. And it's just crazy. You raised me. Now you have to raise my kids.
Oh.
Thanks to my immigrant grandparents working very hard and managing their finances really well, my family is comfortably middle class. My grandparents were able to buy their kids, aunts and uncles, used cars when said kids turned 16. My aunts and uncles bought used cars for their kids when my cousins turned 16. One of my cousins was furious when his child was turning 16 and my aunt and uncle weren't going to buy their grandchild a car.
Say what?
The exchange went roughly like this per my cousin's rant to me after the fact. Cousin, but it's tradition. Aunt, yes, and as the parent, if you want to carry on tradition, you buy your child a vehicle. Cousin, but that's not fair. Aunt, do you need to borrow money?
If you broke, say so.
If you broke, then say that. Oh, Lord. Joe broke ass trying to get me to buy your kid a car. Do you need to borrow money? We can loan the money to you and you can pay us back. No interest. Cousin, but I shouldn't have to pay you back. You bought me a car. My child is expecting to receive a car. This went on and on. The cousin isn't the eldest nor the first to have kids. The other cousins bought vehicles for their own kid. I don't get where his entitlement came from. His parents aren't pushovers, so their final offer was a loan with a contract because if auntie loaned you money, she was going to get that money back.
That's right.
Cousin used his own money and bought his kid a used car, but complained about it until his own son told him he was wrong. You know, I want to thank the people of Reddit. Yeah. That we can even have a podcast where people snitch on themselves. Someone wrote this.
Someone is actually contemplating this and actually took the time to write the whole story out.
But you know what? No shade to the person. The person that posted it isn't actually involved. They're just a family member of the person. So no shade to them.
No.
But your cousin is batshit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, wait.
That is terrible.
The parents are supposed to buy the kid a car. Yes, you're the parent. But no.
Are they like a politician or something? That's something a politician would do.
That's possible. I wonder their birth order.
A politician would do that.
I wonder the birth order in that family.
Oh, you're thinking they're the baby?
Or the middle child.
Oh.
Middle child should always be on some.
Possibly. Okay.
Like, where does the expectation come from? If it's tradition, like you know the tradition. What are you not understanding about tradition? The tradition says, "This, I'm your parent.
Yeah.
I buy you a car."
Yeah.
Now the parent buys a car.
Yeah.
But when you're the parent, no.
No, the grandparents should buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's some financial problems there that they don't want to admit to.
If you're broke,
Just say it.
then say that.
Yeah.
But when the auntie said, you need some money?
I would have loved it.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Let me get this contract up for you.
I wonder if auntie just has contracts ready to go.
Probably. It's not like auntie own it.
All right. So with all this parent conversation, what I wanted to do, and I'm kind of springing this on you, and it's a tough one.
Okay.
Best TV moms.
Ooh.
Best TV moms.
Claire Huxtable.
Oh, my dog.
That's,
my dog. But you know what?
Claire.
For the people, I mean, obviously it's Claire
Claire.
Huxtable. Obviously it's Claire
Claire.
Huxtable. But for the
Yes.
people, I have some names. Florida Evans. Good times.
She was good. That was a good mom.
She's a good mom.
She was a good mom.
We like her. She was trying.
Yep.
She had a tough situation.
Yep.
Especially when James died.
James.
Damn.
Yeah.
Classic. Vivian Banks.
Which Vivian are we talking about?
Oh no.
First
Not
first
you.
Vivian or second
Not
Vivian?
you trying to be a colorist on only black kids in the class.
There was a different in the Vivians.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna have to go with the first one.
Say what you want to say. Don't
second one was
Don't
a
stop
little-
it. Stop it. Keep it real. You don't want to say first one, second one. Say what you want to say.
That was the first one, second one.
No, don't nobody call her first one, second one. What do they call her?
Dark skinned Viv was
Oh, oh, the colorism on only black
Yes.
kids in the class.
Dark skinned
That's
Viv.
an episode into itself.
That one, yes.
I'm not even going to touch that today.
The second one,
Wow. Kind of Drakey.
she didn't really have a role like the first one.
So you know what? In my research, you know what I saw? The first casting of Aunt Viv, she was supposed to be this very educated woman. She even filled in as a Black history teacher at Will and Carleton School.
Okay.
Allegedly, she had dropped out of high school, but was able to go back and then worked her way up to getting a doctorate.
Oh, okay.
Very educated, intelligent, witty. She was shaped Will from the knucklehead into the man he was meant to be. And then when they changed the actress, she just lost a lot of agency.
Yeah.
She was kind of just there.
Yeah, that's how I felt she was. She wasn't a very strong.
Shout out Janet Hubbard. I don't even know the other actress's name. Damn. Disrespect. No disrespect to you, Queen. You still showed up.
Yeah. She just didn't have a strong role.
We can blame the writers.
Okay. Writers.
Harriet Winslow.
Oh, I did like Harriet.
I did like Harriet, but she didn't
did.
even pop into my mind.
I
if I'm
did
keeping
like
in the
Harriet. Yeah.
I don't think you know this show. Janet J. Kyle from My Wife and Kids.
No, I never saw that.
My Wife and Kids is a good show. I've seen a lot of episodes. Not like full season, but I've seen a lot of episodes. It was good. And Tisha Campbell is just funny.
Oh,
Tisha
that's
Campbell
the
is
mom? Okay.
incredible.
I think I remember the show then, but I didn't watch that. No, I didn't watch that.
Rainbow Johnson. I'm sorry. Oh, disrespect. Dr. Rainbow Johnson.
Okay.
From Blackish.
Rainbow was hilarious.
I'm telling you, I told you that show was like different.
I liked Rainbow.
Although towards the end, I was kind of like, oh, okay, guys. But
It kind of got
by
like
them
into a
first
formula.
seasons-
It kind of got into a formula.
the first seasons, I was like, they let this be on
it's
on
hard
the
to keep
television?
the seasons going, but it was still. I mean, they touched on some hot topics, and you know what I liked about Rainbow though? She was always herself. Like she didn't let anyone else like push her to not be who she was. If she was quirky, odd, or whatever, she did not let that pressure. She stood like that's to me is what a mom is. So she was always who she was.
Now,
Are you gonna get to there's one more. I don't remember her name from the show.
I got a lot more.
Oh, okay, because Everybody Hates Chris.
That is the next one on the list. My dog.
Oh,
That
yes.
is the next one on the list. Rochelle Rock from Everybody Hates Chris.
Yes.
And you know what? I've never really watched Everybody Hates Chris. I've seen a lot of it, but I've not watched like
I've never watched
seasons, right?
seasons like back to back. But
And
I
am telling you, she might be my number 2.
Yeah, I can.
Now think about this. The one I have probably watched the least, and she might still be my number 2.
Yeah.
And then the fact that it's Pam.
It's
Oh my God. She's so incredible.
she's so good.
She's, oh my goodness. She was good as a mom in that other show, Survivor's Remorse. Remember watching that? It's produced by LeBron James. It was on Showtime. So do people have Showtime? I don't know.
I don't know that.
No shade
I
to
saw
Showtime.
that?
We watched it together.
Oh,
This is a typical dynamic. We watch an entire show, 3 seasons. Not a whole lot. You're invested, and months later, did I see that? I didn't see that. Who'd you see that with? My wife.
I have to see the trailer or something.
You enjoyed it.
There's like a scratch there in the brain, but it's kind of like probably overlooked somewhere else.
Cookie Lion from Empire. I've never seen Empire.
Empire. Oh, I can't relate.
Only black kids in the class.
Yeah.
You're failing.
I didn't really watch
I've never seen Empire. Have you seen it?
I saw a couple of shows. My mom watched it.
Okay. So here's what we're going to do.
So I have
We won the engagement. So should we watch Empire?
Oh, should we watch Empire? Is it still on? It's off now. Isn't it?
It's off.
Oh, okay.
I watched Power.
Oh.
And they were kind of like, I wasn't going to watch both. So
Yeah.
should we watch Empire? I don't even know.
Yeah, I guess people can tell us.
Tasha Mack from The Game. You didn't watch The Game.
I didn't really like the game. My sisters liked the game.
I
wasn't really
watched
into
it.
the game.
Like might be strong, but I watched it.
I didn't really watch that. No.
Mary Jenkins, 227.
Oh, I like
That's a good mom.
That's a good mom.
That's a good mom.
That's a good mom. To me, that's a traditional mom, too.
D. Mitchell from Moesha.
Oh, D had a difficult.
Had some
and
things.
I thought she was good. She had a tough one.
Okay.
Yeah, because she was the stepmom. Yeah, she was good though. She was good. Brandy learned to respect her.
Lisa Landry Sims, Jack A. from Sister. Sister.
I like that show. She was good. She was a good mom.
She's a good mom.
She was a good mom.
She's a good mom.
She was fun, but she still didn't let things get out of
She
her.
ain't play that shit.
Exactly. She was good. That's a good one.
So I have 2 honorable mentions.
Okay. Who's honorable mentions?
Sophia from Golden Girls.
Okay.
Dorothy's mom. Because she was just funny as shit.
She was.
And a show I'm pretty sure you've never watched. I saw like maybe once or twice, but I've fallen in love with the YouTube clips whenever they have the mom from Malcolm in the Middle. I don't even know her name. I did not watch the show, but she's very funny. Very funny.
I can't relate. I don't even know anything about that.
So it's funny because I called this Best TV Moms, but it kind of sounds like it was Best Black TV Moms.
I was going to say that.
Wow. Only black kids in the class? You are wiling.
That was only black moms.
I mean, Claire Huxtable was everybody's mom. So
Yeah, she was. She was awesome. To me, that's number one.
Claire Huxtable's number 1. But we want to know, who's your favorite mom? Who's your favorite TV mom? Any era, any decade, any show, any race. Again, our content is always for everyone.
It's only TVs though. It's only TV shows. It's not movies.
No movies. Movies. Best TV moms. You know why? Because we saw them more often. You got to know them, especially when shows used to be longer. You saw these people for years. Best TV mom, your favorite TV mom. Let us know down in the comments. At Only Black Kids on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Let us know what you think. Would I be the asshole for cutting my daughter off financially for lying about her money and how she's getting it?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I don't. What do you, sir? Sir, no. Because when I read that, you know what I got to think? Well, she would have had to been put on for me to cut her off.
Correct.
And I just wouldn't have, Would I be the asshole for cutting my daughter off financially for lying about her money and how she's getting it? I, 47-year-old male, have 1 child, a daughter, Nyla, 19. My wife and I did pretty well for ourselves, so we've been financially supporting her and caring for her child, 4 years old, since she's been in university. While she's away at college, we helped pay for her tuition, we pay for her car insurance, and give her a decent amount of money every month to focus on her studies stress-free while she is away. Along with that, we care and provide for her daughter. Nyla goes to school a few hours away, and our nephew was visiting the area and seen her at a local club as a pole girl. She asked him not to tell us, but he did so anyways.
Good nephew.
I confronted her and she tried to deny it, but then admitted she's been doing this for the past few months. I asked her why, and basically short answer is she's not responsible with the money we're giving her, and shopping is more important. I then threatened to cut her off financially because, for one, I don't approve of my only daughter doing this kind of work, and two, she's making money of her own and isn't being responsible with ours. 3, hiding it from us and not sending any back to help with her daughter. She began to cry and begged me not to. She said it wasn't fair that she was an adult and she could do as she pleases, but still needs my help.
No.
My wife thinks I'm being too harsh and that maybe we should give her a smaller amount of money each month.
No.
Am I the asshole? Y'all don't get the fuck out of here.
I don't even understand. This is a discussion. Is she still going to school? She got time for all that? No.
Hey.
No.
Hey.
No. Because she got time to be on the pole. She got time to raise her kid. No. Cut it all off.
You have a job.
Cut it off.
And they send you money.
And they pay for your tuition.
And they pay for your tuition.
They're your babysitter.
They're not. No. They're not the babysitter. She goes to school hours away.
Right. They're watching
the daughter. They're not watching the kid. Watching the kid is you drop the kid off for 3-4 hours.
Fair. They're raising the kid. They're raising the kid.
They are raising the child.
Nope.
Pop. And nope. What they call it? What they call it? Nana, pop and Nana. I don't know what they call it. Pop and Nana. That's the real mom and dad.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Well, she out here.
She crying. What am I wrong? Call it crocodile tears. They ain't no real tears. Crying crocodile tears. What she got to be buying for that does she not get? Like she not. What is that?
Sheen.
Oh Lord.
You know it's got to be Sheen.
Probably some cheap. Well,
it's got to be Sheen.
She's probably got to buy outfits for the pole. Oh my!
I don't want to sound judgy.
But they have to have different outfits for the pole. That's just true.
It's giving day shift. I don't know why I get. I don't know why I get the vibe that she's the day shift.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Ouch. I don't want to go that far.
Please don't come for me. Please don't come for me.
I don't want to go that far as day shift. It's
giving day shift. I don't know why.
No.
You know what? Okay, I do know why.
Why?
I've had an array of clients. And they've explained, people have broken things down. If you work at night, you probably afford, whatever she's buying.
Okay.
That day shift, money might be a little tight.
No, but if she's banking and getting whatever she wants, she's not gonna want any stop of income.
Who said she was banking?
Even if
it sounds like she's not banking.
She could be. She just wants it all. You talk
she's
about
running
entitled.
Out. She's running out of money though.
That's entitled because you don't know what she's doing. You don't know what she's doing.
Diamond would never. Diamond from Players Club. She worked her way. She took the job just to work her way through school.
She was.
And here this girl is.
She was an anomaly. No, cut it off. Cut it all the way off.
Would he be the asshole? Hell no.
I would drive up there, drop off the kids, skirt.
And even that's kind of old, so I wouldn't even. But it's good for you. You say it. Say it. You say it.
I said
drive up there, drop the kid, and you.
Skirt.
All right. You got it.
That's what I'm gonna do.
You got it. I mean, that would never be what I would do.
That would never be in my situation. So she's 19. That means she had the kid at 15.
I hear the judgment.
And I'm keeping the kid for you because I want you to do better and go to school and pursue whatever it is you want to do. So I'm trying to help you. I'm helping you. And you go take my money and waste it, and then you going to be on pole? Like, what you doing?
But when he said pole girl, I was like, what?
What you doing?
Sir, do you mean stripper?
I'm not judging.
Sir, do you mean exotic dancer?
That's what parents are. They're there to help the kids. But at some point, you help yourself. No, that's too much. That's too much.
Yeah, she just sounds really immature.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because her priorities.
She's immature and she's entitled.
Because if she
think
needed
that's
money,
okay.
If she needed money for the daughter, I could see them trying to help. But she says she need money for shopping.
Yeah,
you got a whole child that don't even see you every day. A whole
child. You're given the opportunity. You know how many kids have had a child at 15?
Hey.
And if they had that opportunity to go to college and have everything paid for and someone raise their child, what they would do with that?
Aunt
Viv you are given all of this stuff.
Aunt Viv did it.
You were given all of this and you want to be on the pole? And then you got a problem? Like, maybe she said, you know what, I'm good because I'm doing this on my own. I'm going to school. Take care of my kid with that money. Stop giving it to me.
Okay.
You see, I would respect
She's
that.
too immature for that. She just needs
it all. That's no, she hasn't, she ain't found out. No.
It's really gonna break his heart when he finds out she tricking.
Oh, well.
It's really gonna break his heart.
I'm not gonna assume that's what's going on. But it's definitely a selfish, immature play.
You know what Nino Brown said?
What?
Cut that bitch up. Oh, Mrs. Sawyer.
Yes.
First of all, it is very awkward to call you Mrs. Sawyer. That's weird. I don't call you that. That it makes no sense for me to call you Mrs. Sawyer.
Call me babe.
I don't really call you babe.
Oh, well.
I call you woman.
No, you don't.
Woman, get down here.
He never
Where's
did.
my sandwich?
You don't even eat sandwiches.
People, you understand whatever I say. People are like, oh, girl, leave them. It's always a girl, leave him.
Yeah.
It's always a girl. I'm miserable. I can't get nobody. Girl, you should leave him. We can be miserable together. That's what they're looking for, the thing.
I see you at brunch.
Now look, it's 6 of us here. We got to split the bill.
Oh no, I won't see you at lunch. I don't do all that splitting thing. I can't do that.
That is like a week-long conference we need to have on that subject. But you know what? That's another day.
That's completely another day.
We're about to sign this off.
All right, let's sign
Classmates, I appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
We love that you've decided to kick it with us. I think we're going to keep doing this for a little bit, see how it goes. So in the meantime, when you want to check us out, if you want a little bit more, at Only Black Kids on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube, we will be dropping these episodes every Wednesday. That is the goal. Every Wednesday on Spotify and Apple. I don't know where anyone else listens to podcasts. It'll probably be there too. Shout out Tidal. I've never met someone with a Tidal. No, I met one. I met one person.
Yeah.
Okay. I met two. Oh, that's 3 people right there.
Two.
For you 3,
there you go.
It might be there too. Yeah. And you know what I will say? Last thing. We do repurpose our content, so you might see the same thing on YouTube and Instagram, but on TikTok, because I fucks with TikTok, it is a little bit different. Ooh. So there's a little more.
Ooh.
A little more there. We are Only Black Kids in the class. Class dismissed.